Part 2 of this hitch install is using this Tecumseh 118750. It's going to plug into the wiring on the back of the Equinox, and then we will be running it up underneath the car, back up to the front, getting power off the battery. Well, I've taken both tail lights out. All right, I ran the lights, pulled the wires up, as you can probably see, to this tail light and plugged them in. Didn't have the camera on when I just started this. Now I'm going to run this green wire across the top of the back to the other set of lights. All right, pull them up through. It's not that hard to do. Attach them to this plug. Reinstall the tail light. Tail light come out with 2 screws, right here, and just tap a little bit on it. There's a little clip in here that goes for the tail light, right here, and these 2 screws, one up here, one down there. Pretty easy to take off. I run a fish tape up here, back behind the bumper bracket. Probably a little hard to see up there. And then on this end of the tape, I've attached the green set of wires. And now we're gonna pull them on through. Let me make sure I have no snags or anything in the way here. Should be good to go. All right, we fished it on through. We should be able to use that same wire, drop it down and pull it up through the body. All right, drop my fish line down there. It's a pretty big hole. On the other side, I just used the end of my strap here. It's a little big to pull this stuff through, but it worked. But since I needed something to pull across from that bumper in the back, might as well just use the fish line. It's easier. All right, let's see what we find at the end of our fish line. Hopefully what we're looking for. There we are. All right, basically what we're going to do, we're going to tap our black one. There's only 2 wires coming out of there, 2 pins as you look at them. There's only 2 pins in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. And this will go into here, into the original line, tap off. And this one will plug back in where the other green one came off, and this one will go right where it was blown. You do nothing with this except unplug it to make it handy. All right, so tough camera work here. Not enough hands. All right, this is just going to hook on here. There's a hole back in where it came off of. All right. Now all this can be tied back up and put the light back on. Gotta make sure that clip goes in here. All right, she's in, fits pretty nice. Sorry about the shaky video there. Snap the plugs back in. Didn't do the other side now that I think of it. So it was the same on both sides. Remember the yellow wire went on the left. With all vehicles, yellow is usually the left side, green's usually the right when it comes to turn signal. So, all right, now we'll start to wire the bottom. They give you this 1/4 inch head self-tapping screw for your ground. Give you these small wire ties to tie the wire up as you go along. I'm going to bring a couple longer ones just in case. We're going to tie up that controller. It has some sticky tape on it, but according to the video I watched, it doesn't stick too well. So, all right, I already did this before I got down under here. Put this butt connector. I use liquid electrical tape around it to kind of sew it up after you heat shrink it. And then this wire is going to run to the front, get power off the battery. What we have here right now. All right, we got that wire went across. We also have this controller. They give you somewhere to lock up, but finding a good spot to wire tie it might be good. There's not too many places down here, so we're gonna have to figure something out. And once I do, I'll record my finished product. Gotta record that. We gotta put this controller up, tie it down, and then we gotta put that 1/4 inch self-tapping screw in there so we get us a good ground for this thing. Then we can run our wire to the front. In the meantime, I ran the trailer wire up over the top of the bumper here. 4-pin wire. It's come down over here. And we'll tie that up later. Take a look at that, tie that up later. All right, we got it mounted up there. Whoop. We got it mounted up there with a screw that was plated into it. Seemed to do the ground on it too. We might try a little something else secured a little bit. This time we get back in the garage. Look for something. Anyway, I run the wire over here, down through here, up over the suspension. I'm gonna run it by here. I'll tie it to this hard wire here, so it'll stay away from this spring and everything. And then we'll run on forward. All right, I redid this, gave it a separate ground. I was not getting good contact the way I had it, so I took it off, and then I wire tied this controller to the wiring harness coming down here. And anyway, I got one on the bracket hole, and got one around the body, so it's under fairly good. I shook her a little bit. All right, did not record it, but I ran the wire from the back to the front. Basically, we're going to cut this in half. One end's going to go onto the black wire. One end's going to have an eyelet on it. Go to the positive end. In the meantime, they did not give a fuse. Well, yeah, I guess costs are getting tight, huh? All right. They're made out of aluminum. It's not a great idea, but You know how it is. Everything's on a cost thing this anymore. Quality don't matter. Cost does. Okay. I'm sure I have a fuse. I just have to dig one up. In the meantime, I'll have to look and see what size fuse they want in there too. All right, see how much of this we want to go. Okay, we're going to this terminal here. All right, the positive, and we're going to tie it into the other one over here. So, decide how much slack we want. Don't need much, that's for sure. But I'd rather have more than less in case I have to move something later. So, what do you do about that, I think. See if these cutters are any better. Looks like it. And I like using this liquid tape. Works good to seal things up. Little runny. Pin it all up, make it look nice. Yep, let me go get a wrench. Yeah, it looks like that's a 13 millimeter. Tight one too. Alrighty, bring that out through this corner here. Okay, so I have to put a fuse into that. One more wide tie. Should be good to go. Cut that off. Now that we're done, guess we'll open up the directions. I did watch some videos on it, so knew where we were going. Just want to see what size of a fuse they want in there. Let's get to the English side. $15 amp, right here. Got a 15 amp fuse. Looked like that may take a regular size fuse. Okay, looks like it took the 15 I have. So, not sure I've got that all the way in there or not, so give it just a little bit of a persuasion there. We're finished. We have tail lights. We have four-way. So give us a thumbs up if you like, subscribe if you like, and we'll see you in another video. Thank you.